Hello, my name is Reverend Jerry Hobby, and I am the Spiritual Director of Spiritual Enlightenment and Truth Focused Ministry. We believe there is value in spiritual practice. That is why we developed the Prayerful Heart app, so that we could support people all around the world in prayer. Today is International Day of Peace, and we are partnering with the United Nations, ministers, and prayer practitioners to shape and anchor peace in the world through affirmative prayer. An element of peace is learning to be a safe place for ourselves and for everyone we come into contact with. Current world conditions have heightened our attention on safety, and safety takes place on all levels and in all ways, in our thoughts, in our emotions, our physical bodies, with each other, and on our earthly in our earthly home. Ernest Holmes reminds us that life externalizes at the level of our thoughts. We're all being challenged to grow in our understanding and our practice of peace and safety. The most important thing to remember is that ownership of peace begins within each of us and our commitment to ourselves and humanity. What would a world look like if we affirmed our words and our thoughts and our actions in these sacred words? I am a place and a space of safety and peace. Just imagine the planetary shifts that could take place. Well, join us with Cindy Long, a prayer practitioner and a lifelong learner, for a prayer embracing love and peace for all. And please share this prayer with your families and your friends.
Hello, my name is Cindy Long, and I am a licensed practitioner of religious science. I am so happy to be participating today in the International Day of Peace. And I am going to be sharing with you a reading from the Deepak Chopra uh, website on Namaste, and then moving into spiritual mind treatment. So let's get started. I'm going to talk a little bit about the essence of the word Namaste. So first I'll offer some translations of the Sanskrit word Namaste. One of the most common translations of Namaste, the divine light in me, bows to the divine light within you. However, a simple internet search provides many beautiful meanings and translations of Namaste. So here are a few examples. I honor the place in you where the entire universe dwells. I bow to the place in you that is love, light, and joy. When you and I bow to our true nature, we are one. My soul recognizes your soul. We are the same. We are one. I honor the place in you that is the same as it is in me. So those are beautiful translations of the spirit of the word Namaste. So I will read just a little further about the spiritual teachings of Namaste. It is always helpful to find a concise phrase that captures a spiritual teaching. However, there is more to namaste than what can fit on the side of a coffee mug. Namaste represents the idea that all are one. It affirms that beneath the outer trappings that make you appear different from others, you are made of the same stuff. We are more the same than we're different. Tantric philosophy teaches that everything that exists is one divine consciousness that longs to experience itself in different forms. As a human being, it is in your nature to forget this truth. As human beings, it is in our nature to forget this truth. That every person, thought, feeling, and experience is a perfect expression of the one divine awareness. When a being does forget, feeling separate, less than, better than, or identifying with any external, impermanent aspect of being more so than its true nature, that being suffers. The teaching says your spiritual practice is the art and the act of simply remembering who we are. So I'd like to invite you now to turn within. Let's take a breath together. Just breathing in the breath of life and breathing out the breath of life as we move in to prayer. I know that there is one divine presence, one mind, one life. I know that I am one with this divine life, this divine presence, and this perfect mind. This life, this presence, this mind is closer to me than my very own breath. And realizing that I live in the one perfect spirit, knowing that the God around and the God within me is one God, I simply speak my word, saying, "My Father, which art in heaven, within me, hallowed be thy name. The kingdom is come now, and I accept it. Looking about me, I say to all people, your Father, which is in heaven, within you, hallowed is his name. For you are one with him forevermore." There is one life. That life is God, and that life is my life now, and that life is perfect. Looking within the circumstances which surround me, I bless them, even as Jesus blessed the bread and broke it, and even as the loaves and the fishes multiplied in the outstretched and upturned hands of his love. So I know that everything in my experience that is good is multiplied and increased. Even as I feel the increase pressing into my own experience, I give it out with no thought of return, that it may feed and bless and multiply the good of others. These others who are some part of me, because God is in them and in me. And we are in each other. So I just simply give thanks for this word that is spoken, knowing that it cannot and does not return unto me void. I simply release these words into the action of the law, and I let it be so. And so it is. Amen. So I invite you to take the breath with me once again as we close this time out. So just breathing in and releasing the breath, I simply say, Namaste.